Hey, it's Dr. Danyo from North Atlanta Hair Restoration here with Mike, who we just worked on yesterday, and it was a great day, and he's got a great story about how he found us, did a lot of research beforehand, drove down from Nashville, about 4.5 hours away from Atlanta. And anyway, why don't you tell us kind of your journey with this? And I think a lot of people might say, oh, why do you need hair? But it was something that bothered you.
No, for sure. Yeah, my journey has been one that's taken probably 2.5 years to arrive at yesterday's conclusion.
Yeah.
And obviously exhaustive research. And, it was frankly overwhelming.
Yeah.
But
did you think it was kind of like the Wild Wild West? I've said that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, everything from, do you go to Turkey?
Yeah.
Or do you find someone local? Obviously, I'm in Nashville, and so there was options available to me. But, I landed on you, a buddy of mine, said, hey, this is somebody I think we ought to consider.
Yep.
And the more research I did, the more comfortable I got.
Specifically, you were really into kind of the no shave aspect, and you didn't want to have an awkward haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, what did your hairstylist say?
Yeah, no, she said, if you go through with a shaved procedure, it's going to take 3 months minimum to get back to where I was. And I'm in, professional services. So that's important to me. I actually had a buddy that 2 years ago had a hair transplant in Israel. It's where he's from.
Yep.
And I sent him photos yesterday, and he was shocked.
Yeah.
Because, of course, he had to shave his entire head.
Yeah.
He took an extended vacation to kind of get through that awkward phase.
Sure.
And so you'll probably hear from him.
Yeah. Well, kind of the art of medicine, I think there's so much as doctors that we have to be creative and not necessarily experiment on patients, but you need to kind of keep pushing the boundaries. And, not a lot of people do the shaveless. In fact, when we did your shaveless, just because your skin and your hair, we got like almost 50% long hair, and we kept them. So, a lot of this up top is long hair, which is even more concealment. So, which is great. But so you had the procedure, kind of spell out the whole day. You definitely came in here a little anxious.
I was anxious.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. I think most people are. The day before, I was getting cold feet and called, and your staff was incredible. The night before, probably collectively slept 2 hours.
Yep.
And so walking in, I was anxious. Immediately was put at ease.
Awesome.
So walking in, not just aesthetically, obviously nice building, nice facility, state of the art, but the staff greeted me, asked me what I needed, if anything, and kind of got me settled.
Yeah. Yeah. And we just kind of eased into it. And, the nerve blocks, that's kind of the toughest part of the procedure. But once you're numb.
That's 3 seconds, though.
I know, but once you were numb, it was.
Didn't feel a thing.
Yeah. Which was great. And so what did you do last night after the procedure?
Well, the 2 hours immediately following, went back to the hotel, did some work.
Yeah.
Then my wife and I walked to Avalon, which was 1.5 miles.
Oh, you actually walked there?
We walked.
Oh, nice.
I was able to, in short order, walk 3 miles.
Yeah.
Felt great.
But you went to a really nice restaurant that's really busy.
Roomies.
And really had no concern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Non-issue.
Yeah.
Literally.
Well, that's my desire for everybody. I want this to be a blip on the radar screen. I just think in medicine, we're so primed to, there's a procedure and we got to sedate you. We got to do all this extra stuff. And it just creates complications in my mind. And we didn't do any sedation, but you were totally comfortable. We listened to music and watched a great couple movies and had a great day together. So, and I'm always thankful because I meet people from all over the country, and there aren't many doctors that get to spend all day with the patient. And so they rub off on me. Hopefully I rub off on you. We had some great topics to talk about, especially yesterday with up and down, stock market going on.
Sure.
So but anyway, I think it was a great day, and I really appreciate you coming on and talking, giving your side of the story.
To your point, certainly I thought, well, I'm going to be making a concession. And if I'm going to commit to a hair transplant, I want to put the odds in my favor. It seems today, as I sit here, 18 hours removed post-operation, that I'm going to end up with virtually the same hairstyle I had coming into this, and just as favorable outcome. So I think I've got the best of both worlds.
A lot of the anxiety. I mean, you did so much research. Do you feel like some of that adds to it?
Of
research,
course, yeah. But that's the way I operate.
I know.
It's
but it's nice when you can kind of validate what you've been through.
100%.
Yeah, so
100%.
Well, great. Well, I appreciate you. You're going to be heading back today, and
heading back today.
Wish you safe travels back. And
thank you.
Yeah, hopefully in 6 months, maybe we can do an updated video and see how things are going. But thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you.